prophecies, broken destinies, an enemy no one can touch. From the very first episode, Mushoku Tensei makes it clear that there are forces working behind everything. But there is one that stands out, not for its strength, but for the fear it instills even in the most powerful beings in the world. Today you will understand what will really happen in the final battle against Hitogami. A fight that will not be decided by strength, magic, or numbers, but by will, sacrifice, and irreversible consequences. Prepare yourself. This is the confrontation that defines the fate of all worlds. Hitogami is not an ordinary god. He doesn't use destructive magic. He doesn't create earthquakes. He doesn't cast impossible spells. His true power is simple and terrifying. He controls endings. Hitogami observes futures like someone flipping through a book. And when an outcome doesn't please him, he simply changes the pieces. This makes him someone who doesn't need to enter the battlefield. He simply ensures that his enemies never reach the conflict alive. And that's why defeating Hitogami requires something no character has managed so far: breaking the destiny he has already written. The final battle doesn't begin with Rudeus. It begins much earlier, in Orsted's cycle of lives. Orsted has lived this countless times. He has seen worlds collapse. He has seen allies die. He has seen Hitogami manipulate innocent people like puppets. And in all previous lives, Orsted lost. Always. Every single time. Hitogami always found a way to deflect, deceive, or prevent Orsted from reaching the end. But this time, something changes. Something Hitogami didn't foresee. Rudeus. In almost every future, Rudeus dies young, fails, or never becomes important. But something extraordinary happens when he is reborn in this world. Something that neither Hitogami, nor Orsted, nor any god could have foreseen. Rudeus forges bonds. He builds a family. He gains unlikely allies. And most importantly, he gains reasons to fight. Rudeus doesn't enter this war because of prophecy. He enters for those he loves, and for what Hitogami tries to take from him. And that's what makes the final battle possible. The fight against Hitogami won't be physical at first. The first confrontation is internal. A battle within the mental space where Hitogami always appears. A confrontation where words matter more than swords. And, for the first time, Rudeus isn't there to follow advice. He's there to break the influence. To cut the thread that the human god has always used to manipulate his life. And this moment is crucial. It's when Rudeus stops being a pawn in the game and becomes a player. When Hitogami's influence begins to crumble. He loses his greatest weapon. Control over destiny. Without it, the war becomes straightforward. Orsted advances. Rudeus advances. All the allies gathered along the journey finally have a chance to act. And Hitogami realizes that, for the first time, the future is not guaranteed. This is where the final battle becomes brutal, emotional, and unpredictable. Because a god who has never faced resistance doesn't know how to fight when the pieces disobey. Without direct spoilers from the novel, but keeping the truth. Hitogami's defeat doesn't happen through physical force. It's not a blow. It's not a spell. It's not a miracle. Hitogami falls because his perfect plan crumbles due to the one thing he couldn't control. Rudeus's humanity. Not the power. Not the talent. But his ability to change destiny through unpredictable, emotional, and above all, human decisions. In the end, Rudeus doesn't win alone. Orsted doesn't win alone. Hitogami's downfall happens because, for the first time, the entire world has someone capable of breaking the future he wrote. And that is more deadly for him than any magic. The final battle against Hitogami isn't about who is stronger. It's about who controls destiny. And when Rudeus finally gains the strength to choose his own path, Hitogami loses everything. Mushoku Tensei doesn't just show a fight. It shows the fall of an idea. The idea that destiny is written. And when that idea breaks, the most dangerous god finally collapses. Now tell me, do you think Hitogami deserved this fate? Or do you believe he had his reasons for manipulating the world? Comment below. Leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more Mushoku Tensei videos.